Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. I am Coach Teen coming in live from DCAP Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. So, we are a 24 by 7 coaching hub offering coaching on demand services any time of the day. So, presently, because of the community quarantine, our operation is primarily via online, and you can reach us through 0917-586-1661.
Yes, and welcome to part 5 of Coach Connect Who of the Hour. I am Coach Sean, and we are doing this videothon as a community service to our change agents in the tribe, whom we are called to serve first and foremost. Presently, the cup operation is limited to takeout and delivery services. Only the online coaching is a non-stop 24 by 7 operation. So if you're looking for a certified life coach, or if you want to talk to a life coach, you may message us at Life Coach Philippines. And currently, we're reaching out to everyone, starting first with the life coaches who are certified by the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs.
So the who of the hour, you might be wondering why we are doing this. It is our initiative to connect and gain insights on what situations are our change agents is facing now, how is our coaches responding, and the outcome being experienced amidst the present realities.
Yep, and at this time, let's welcome one of our certified life coaches who is the U of the hour, Coach Macky.
Hi.
Coach Macky, please introduce yourself to the viewers, to their followers, para makilala po nila kayo.
Yes, thanks, Coach Sean and Coach Teen. So my name is Macky Mendoza. I'm a certified life coach. I'm also a sales manager in an insurance industry right now. And I was part of the batch 9 graduates
Wow.
last 2018. Yes.
Matagal na, batch 9. Thank you,
Yeah.
Coach. Coach, kumusta dyan? Kumusta dyan sa place nyo? Kumusta sa area nyo? And specific to, I know you lead a handful of people in the workplace. Kumusta po din sila dun sa workplace and sa community nyo?
Well, first is sa amin dito, everything started no March 16. So when we were advised to just be at home, then we just followed the protocol of the guidance of the company. So I'm lucky naman na dito sa bahay namin, nandito yung kapatid ko tsaka yung mga pamangkin ko. And they're staying with us right now, just staying at home. So in my work naman ngayon, this is actually something new for us because as a you know that as an insurance advisor, we really go out and meet people, right? Just like what we do as a life coach. And with what happened, suddenly, there are so many adjustments that we have to adopt, so many adjustments that we have to make for the past 9 days. And right now, we're still reaching out to each other with the use of the technology that we have right now. Yeah.
And dyan, Coach, sa area nyo, kumusta naman dyan? How's everything there? Nasa condo po ba kayo, Coach? Or ano?
Wala. Nasa bahay kami sa Las
Bahay.
Piñas. Yes,
Las
yes.
Piñas. Kumusta dyan, Coach, sa Las Piñas?
Okay naman, Coach. The first few days when the quarantine was implemented, there are still few people going outside until this enhanced quarantine community was implemented. And I think few days from now, total lockdown will be implemented. I'm really giving my attention and guidance to my family members to just follow the protocol or the um, lahat ng sinasabi ng government natin. Kasi yun na lang feeling ko na as a responsible citizen of our country or community, just following guidelines right now, being obedient is something that will play a big impact on the outcome of this pandemic situations that we have. Yeah.
Coach Maki, how is your family responding to the COVID-19, especially with the news that we see online or on television na tumataas yung number ng may ano, may COVID. So, how are they responding and how are you helping them cope up with the anxiety that they feel?
I honestly don't feel that there is anxiety, but
Mm-mm.
obviously, for for a family, I guess I'm not just speaking on behalf of my own family. I'm also speaking on behalf of majority of the families
Mm.
out there. This is the first time that we experience it. I like
Yeah.
there's so many virus that had come through throughout the years, and lockdown
Mm-mm.
or community quarantine was not implemented. So this was the first time, and I just remind all of them to whatever is needed from our end, we just have to obey with all the guidance being given by the government or barangay. We just have to simply follow. Kumbaga, um, it was sad to see the numbers still going up until now and for
Yeah.
the coming days, no. Pero as a responsible human being, I guess just being obedient and being disciplined is
Yeah.
uh, key, not to increase the numbers of COVID-19 patient, but not, alam mo yun, hindi ka na dumagdag dun sa mga numero na tumataas.
Mm. Coach, specific dun sa workplace, I know you do a lot of leadership and trainings, 'di ba? Nagte-train ka diyan sa sa work mo.
Yes.
Specific to the
Yeah.
people that you influence and the people that you lead, paano mo po mina-manage din yung some of them might have fears and some anxieties as well. How do you help them as a certified life coach?
Um, I guess right now our main job as a life coach or me as a leader to my team right now is to always keep them intact to have the right mindset and perspective. Especially na ngayong mga pagkakataon, lahat to bago sa atin eh. Kumbaga, hindi
Mm.
Mm.
naman to yung mga nangyayari ng taon-taon. Hindi kagaya ng parang bagyo na minsan alam natin kailan mangyayari. Pero this
Yeah.
is something new for us. So, I personally, for the past 5 days or so, I was really listening to leadership audios and videos, especially from Dr. John Maxwell, on how
Mm-mm.
to lead people through crisis. And
Yeah. Mm-mm.
through learning, I was able to bring down the message to my people at the same time to other leaders in Sun Life that can actually benefit, or if they find it valuable, I really take time to share it. So there are small groups that I created inside
Mm.
our team, and always checking on them on a from time to time basis, on a regular basis, para I mean, the crisis is here, pero this is also an opportunity for us to show what kind of leader we are. So
Mm-mm.
because I honestly believe that crisis really reveals the character of a leader.
Mm.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, I just wanna say hi to acknowledge Coach Will. Sabi niya, hello Coach Macky, batch 9. Hashtag
Yeah.
batch 8. Si Coach Ed, hi Coach Macky Mendoza, and I think you have a supporter here, Trisha Eucariza. Truly and highly reputable life and finance coach Macky Mendoza. Stay safe and God bless.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
And
So,
yun, sorry, go ahead, Coach Tin.
so Coach, with the current situation that we have now, if there is someone that the tribe can help, who do you think it is that we can reach out and help?
Sorry, I wasn't able to hear the question clear.
Given the current situation right now, if there is a group of people or someone that tribe can help, who do you think can we reach out to and help?
I honestly believe that the more leaders we reach out, the better the outcome will be. Because if you're going to look for people, kumbaga ang ano ko is just to make it simple. Kapag ka ang ni-reach out natin ay ordinaryong tao who doesn't have the right influence to other people or to the magnitude of the people that that person has influence, we're just hitting
Mm.
followers. But if we're going to reach out to leaders and that leader has a magnitude of followers under his
Uh-uh.
leadership, the more
Mm-mm.
yung mas may kakaroon tayo ng impact. Yun yung dun ko siya nakikita yung ganong mindset. So for me, it's really about finding the right leaders that we can influence and let them be the source of light for their respective organization, for their respective company. So they can be someone na susundan nila, because at this situation really people look up to the people that they think is worthy of following. So, and the only people that I can think right now is really the leaders of the organizations.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, for all of the things that we're seeing in social media, 'di ba? Ano, madami tayong nakikita sa newsfeed natin on a certain information and the updates. You shared a
Yes.
while ago nga, 'di ba, na yung mga taong affected is increasing and increasing. Coach, paano mo currently mina-manage yung mga information na re-receive mo, and how are you as an influencer helping the people that's following you or connecting with you?
Yeah. Um, well, first dun tayo sa information na ano na um, we can see anywhere the information na hindi natin alam kung totoo ba or hindi. The
Mm.
information that was right there to just alam mo yun, yung magkakalat lang ng that will cause panic, anxiety, or fear.
Mm.
Um, well, even before the pandemic situation naman, I made sure and I made a decision even before that from the platform that I've been using to influence people, I'll just be using or I'll just be posting stuff that can create inspiration, that can be a source of light to other people. And I don't just want to be that someone um, will just post things that will create uh, panic to people. Yan.
Mm.
So with those information, even naman my team, they're very calibrated with this na um, be mindful of what we are seeing and what we are sharing to social media. Kasi
Mm.
kung tayo ay merong, just like for example, 5,000 friends in social media, let's just say, sabihin na natin na 10% of that 5,000 people is seeing your post every single day. I mean, is that the kind of influence you want to see from you as a leader? Or is that
Mm.
the kind of message that you want to deliver to your audience? Yeah.
Yun talaga, no? Yung mindfulness dyan. Sabi ni Coach K. Sabala, Coach Macky, classmate, batch 9. O yan,
Coach
no? Yun
K.
yung mga batchmate mo. And Coach A, andito po,
Yeah.
nanonood. Hello, Coach
Okay.
Macky Mendoza.
Hi, Master.
Sabi ni Coach K, yung batchmate mo, I agree with with that, Coach Macky. It's the leaders of organizations and government leaders. Yun talaga yung kailangan din ma-reach natin, Coach, no?
Yeah.
Coach, let's say in 10 years from now, 10 years from now, if you take a look at COVID-19 and how this pandemic has affected or influenced the way we live our lives, what do you think could be the most defining moments for you? Kung ikaw lang naman, after 10 years.
Actually, madami yan. How, ironically kasi, that question, I raised that question to some of the groups that I've been coaching right now. And maraming aspeto ko gusto siyang makita kasi if I'm going to look back on the situation right now. Honestly, even from the tiniest details of kasi na-imagine ko dyan, Coach, is if I'm going to share this to my future sons and daughters, paano ko siya
Mm.
ikukwento? Parang
Mm.
ganun
Yes.
yung naisip ko.
Mm-mm.
If I may,
Go
Yeah.
ahead,
talaga
Coach.
akong,
Oh,
if I may, kasi yun talaga yung
go ahead,
question ko
Coach.
kanina sa, sa group ko. I'll just look for it na. Natuwa naman ako dun sa question kasi saktong-sakto talaga siya. Well, first and foremost, yung in terms of my faith, no, in terms of my
Mm.
faith, um, this is really a test of faith for everyone. Eh. And if I'm going to look back on this, if my faith is as small as a mustard seed, yung mga ganitong pagkakataon will naturally make your faith bigger. Kasi we all know that there are so many things happening outside that is outside our control. And
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
knowing and understanding that there is someone above us who knows or who controls everything because he knows everything that he is doing. Um,
Mm.
dapat minimal lang yung fear at yung worry na meron tayo, right?
Mm-mm.
So that is in terms of my faith. Pero I can go as little as ano eh. Natutuwa kasi ako dito sa realization ko na to. Um, Sabi ko, if I'm going to look back as well on this situation, I will be proud to say to my sons and daughters that I was not one of those people who will criticize or who criticize the government or whoever leaders who are leading right now for what they've done and for what they haven't done.
Mm,
Because based from my understanding, this is not really about what can one leader or hundreds of leaders can do in a country. Eh.
Mm-mm.
But those numbers are outnumbered by the millions of Filipino. And
mm,
those Filipinos, yeah, like you and I, if we only just be obedient and disciplined, I don't think that this should be uh, scaled in a major scale na magiging problema siya ng malaki. However, we all know Filipinos are ano eh, are alam naman natin problema natin disiplina, di ba? No? So, the only thing we can do is try to control the things that we can
yes.
and try not to be stressed out by the things that we cannot control. Yan. Well, those are just two of the things. Tapos, meron pa dito pa nga, ano eh, in terms of my physical health. Sabi ko dito, medyo tumaba ako on the very first few days of the quarantine. Sabi ko,
Bumawi
parang
ng kain.
na-imagine ko. Oo, tumaba ako. Pero after 3 days, parang nagising na ako sa sarili ko para sabihin na hindi pwede to kasi isang buwan tong gagawin eh.
Mm-mm.
What if this difficult time can also be an opportunity for me to build a habit in terms of physical routine that I can do every morning.
Yeah.
So there's so many aspects that can be that we can reflect on this situation right now. And those are just few of the things that I have in my mind. Yeah.
Ang galing mo coach. I like it that everything is organized na you snap out to it and you created your own habit to make the most out of the situation. And I think yun coach yung need din nung iba no, especially from na share mo nga kanina those transitioning from sanay sa labas, you have the freedom to roam around, talk to people, tapos
Yeah. Yeah.
magta-transition ka na ano ka, telecommuting, nasa bahay ka, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Makikitawag ka na. Coach, for that situation, paano ka nag-adapt sa ganung situation where yun nga used to ka sa labas nakikipag-usap and now yung nag-change ka na hindi mo sila nakakausap physically in the digital media, paano ka nag-shift ng mindset noon? Ano yung for the benefit
Yeah.
of the audience and especially the people watching, paano mo siya hinanda?
Well, 3 days ago, when I was informed that there is a seminar by Dr. Jan Maxwell about leading through crisis, and one
Mm,
of the things that he mentioned there that leaders rise up during crisis, and another thing is leaders should be flexible during crisis, in whatever aspect. So for me, to tell you honestly, I was able to work in an IT company, but I'm not really
Yep.
that kind of person who is a techie guy. Um, some of the applications in my cell phones I don't know how to use. Even this iPad that I'm using right now, I really don't know how to maximize the use of this tool. I am fond of making connection through people, person to person.
Mm-mm.
But situations like this will really teach us a lot. And one of the things that I
yeah.
was able to adopt is be flexible in using the technology. And after 3 or 4 days, it's been day in day out for me to
Mm-mm.
connect with people through um, using the Zoom application
Mm.
and just calls to them and just asking them how are they. Yes, yeah,
So, ang
Yun
ano
talaga
nun
yung
coach, ang ganda, parang you really have to be flexible. You need to be able to adapt. Sabi nga ni Master Coach Aid dun sa mental resiliency is which outcome do you want? Do you want to mitigate or do you want to adapt to it? Coach, if there is one word that could describe the outcome of this, of our current crisis, what outcome would that be? What's the description?
game changer.
Wow.
Uh, I honestly believe that yes, at some point we will look at the situation as a difficult time for us. No,
Mm-mm.
um, pero leaders knows that in every difficulty there's opportunity. So I honestly believe, even I'm really very vocal to the people that I have influenced, that this is a game changer for us. Kumbaga,
Mm-mm.
in our industry, especially in a service industry or financial industry,
Mm-mm.
we know the needs of people in terms of understanding the importance of preparing ahead, of
Mm.
really being health conscious or financial conscious. And this situation, for some, is a showstopper, but honestly, I look at it as something that will change the game forever for us in our industry, and of course for some also who are in the service industry, because um, people are will be more health conscious. People will be more financial conscious on the mental state of people. They know how they should know how to be prepared in terms of dealing with such situation. So in many aspects, I mean, you are a spiritual being, a mental being, a social
Mm-mm.
being, and a financial being. This is really a game changer. Yeah, so I'm really excited when this all ends.
Yeah. Looking forward to the end of it, actually. Sabi ni Coach Ray, thank you, Coach Macky, for sharing your heart.
Yeah.
Kasi nanonood nga siya.
Yes.
Pero every
Thank
one
you,
of us,
Master Coach.
yeah. So every one of us is really wishing that this will end soon so that we can go back. Pero come to think of it, are we still gonna be able to go back to normal? Or if you think about it, there's actually something that snapped out of us during the time that that we stop, that we pause. Kasi as the talk goes on with through Coach Connect, we have discovered na the beautiful thing about what happened is people were able to rest. We were able to
Yeah.
reset. We
Yeah.
were able to heal relationships,
Yeah.
go back
Mm.
to our family connections, and knowing what matters most or what
Yes, yes,
concerns us most. Parang
yes,
dumating
yes.
tayo sa ganung punto. So kaya after this, parang kaya pa ba nating maging normal or are we gonna live now the life that we want? Kasi um, the realization that life could end anytime. So coach, because of that, who do you want to become in the process?
Um, who I want to become in the process or even after this?
Mm.
Yes.
You mean to say, Coach
Mm-mm.
Tin? Um, for me, for the even before the pandemic, I always want to become the person that who can really share the light to other people. And up until this moment, we are on the second week of our quarantine. I live with
Mm.
that. I live with that statement that I made to myself. Na if there is a chance that I can be a blessing to other people, I will do it. So, um, the process of becoming for me is on a day-to-day basis for me.
Mm.
Kumbaga, um, time has come that nung dati kasi siguro mga 4 or 5 years ago, I was really looking at this person far ahead na gusto kong maging ako.
Mm.
Ganun yung mindset ko before. But in the journey of this career that I had, plus in addition of what I've learned from our community, I guess that person is not too far if I'm going to visualize it. That person that I'm chasing, the always better version of me, is nandyan siya palagi. He's always 5 to 10 steps ahead of me. So, yeah, parang the person that I want to become is always the person na gusto kong nakaka-influence sa tao in a positive way.
Yun talaga, no? Greatest influencer in a positive way. Sabi ni Coach Nars Marife, hashtag game changer. Agree, this crisis will be indeed a game changer for everyone. Coach, thank you
Yeah.
very much for giving us an opportunity to talk
Yep.
to you, for you to share your heart. It's truly wonderful to be able to listen to people that really have that heart to and compassion to help other people. Coach, final words for this live to the audience that are watching, and also for people that will watch this on a replay. What do you want to share with them para naman ma-encourage sila to continue on and really enjoy the moment?
Um, Nothing beats preparation, right? I've been always saying people nothing beats preparation.
Mm-mm.
If you are well prepared with your spirituality, with your mental being, with your social being, emotionally, and the least is financially, actually. If you're well prepared, no matter what kind of crisis comes into our lives, then it is something that you won't look as you will be so much affected by it.
Mm-mm.
My personal take with that is this is just like a hump in our lives
Mm-mm.
where pwede natin siyang malampasan, but it all depends on the choices that we make and how we respond with the
Yeah.
situations. And uh, I'm sure you would guys agree that choices is the things that makes us right. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, crisis like this actually reveals the character that we have in us. And
True.
let it be a reminder to everyone that crisis is not a showstopper, should not be a showstopper. It should be a step ladder to the person that you want to become.
Beautiful.
Ang ganda.
Crisis should be a step ladder to the person that you
Oo.
want.
Gusto ko din yung sinabi niya na crisis shows your attitude. So crisis makes you who you are. Kasi
Mm.
it will depend on how you will really respond and look through it. Through the lens of
Yeah.
whether it be the lens of faith, the lens of a father, a mother. Parang it will really depend on you. So sabi nga, game changer. Sabi ni Coach Rizal, thank you Coach Macky Mendoza, and it's a choice we need to make through our responses. Because
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
responses really defines us in moments that there is a crisis. So
Yeah.
Coach Sean,
Yeah, and crisis is not a showstopper. Really, the choice that we make today will create the impact and impact the future that we want to build for ourselves for our family and the future. And thank you, Coach. Again, Coach Maki, marami pong salamat as we experience divine shift and divine reversal. We declare
yes,
blessings, pure and healing to our land and of the hearts of the people. And we
Yes.
claim divine victory to all of the
Yeah.
people today. Marami pong salamat, Coach Maki.
amen
At
to
dahil
that.
dyan,
That's
magtuturo
Thank
si
you,
perfect.
Coach
Coach
Tin
Maki. So,
ng
ako
Love
taga
Bamboo.
magtuturo.
Oo.
Sige. Coach,
Ano ba yan?
familiar ka sa love bamboo? Tapat mo sa heart mo,
Paano
Coach.
ba yan?
Sa puso,
Ganyan, heart
yan.
shape. Heart,
Tas
so
Love
heart, love,
Bamboo.
bamboo. Kasi
Ayan.
may
With energy
physical
this time.
distancing tayo eh. So, yon.
Sige,
One,
Love,
two,
sige.
three.
love,
Love
bamboo.
Bamboo. Love Bamboo.
Yan, love,
Love
bamboo.
Bamboo.
Okay.
Love,
Love,
bamboo.
love. Love bomb
Love
boom.
Bamboo.
Yeah,
Yan. Love
paggawa
Bamboo.
mo ko sa pamangkin mo, turuan mo, love,
Love
bamboo.
Bamboo. Kasi
Love
bawal.
bomb boom.
So, ano physical distancing. So, bawal yung hands. So, yun lang. Love Bamboo.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank you,
everyone,
Coach
for
Maki.
watching.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yes.
you
Thank you
for
so
watching.
much, Coach
For
Tin and
everyone
Coach
out there,
Sean.
thank you for watching. And please do share this video. We would also like to invite you to join the Coach A coaching community for you to be able to get additional learnings. There is a lot of content on the Coach A coaching community page. So
And
for
it's
those
free.
who are looking for something that could help them out in this time, kung wala na kayong magawa at pagod na kayo tingin ng mga videos or mga news na negative, then go to our Coach A coaching community page. So see you, Coach Maki. Thank you so much for joining
Yes,
us.
thank you so much for the opportunity to share. And it's really my pleasure and it is my heartfelt gratitude to be part of this community. Thank you so
Thank
much. Master Coach A.
Thank you, Coach.
thank you, Coach.
See
See you again
you.
soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.